Today we will hear Mr. Shuya Ito's view about the leadership and management. We have created 10 questions to ask him. These are the questions. 1. How would you describe your leadership style? 2. Which are 2 or 3 leadership skills that you value most? 3. How do you deal with workplace conflicts? 4. How do you motivate your team and keep them motivated? 5. What is one leadership challenge that you have faced and how did you overcome it? 6. What parameters do you use to evaluate your team's performance? 7. What important traits do you look for when hiring a new employee or team member? 8. What parameters and traits do you consider before promoting someone? 9. What are 2 or 3 dangerous traits for a leader's career? 10. What book would you recommend learning leadership? Now listen to what Mr. Ito's answers.
Yes, I have received your questions. Before I start answering your questions, let me tell you about me and my company. My name is Shuya Ito, and I am the CEO of Nagoya Denki Ltd. The company has branches in Japan, Thailand, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, and China. Nagoya Denki is a trading company that deals with electric wires, microchips, and automobile parts for Toyota. The company was established in the 1950s by my father-in-law. Now, let me answer your questions regarding leadership and management. Now, we don't have a traditional top-to-down style. We have many teams within each department. Within a team, the structure is flatter. In this way, non-Japanese workers can adjust more easily to the work environment. We do not have any branches in North America. It is difficult to maintain our company philosophy, which is a company grows together with employees. In North America, employees are a piece of a game. While a person is usable, the person gets good treatment. But, once something happens, that employee will be thrown away. I can't accept that kind of system. Well, a leader. I believe a leader should be calm, rational, empathetic, and ethical. Also, a leader should be open-minded and fair to everyone and suggestions. Sometimes a leader needs to be aggressive or adventurous, but the leader needs to have her rationale and good intentions. A good leader always needs to think about exit tactics in the worst case. Well, how to solve workplace conflicts is a question that I always think about. First, analyze the cause, not the cause on the surface, but the real cause of the situation. I mean, when 2 people have issues on some project, maybe the real cause is not the project itself. Maybe the relationship is the real problem. I need to find out what is the real cause. Then, I will try to solve the real cause first. This solution sounds so easy, but in reality, it is very hard. People do not want to talk about their deep down emotions. Next question is about the motivation, right? How I motivate employees and keep them motivated is the next question. I always remember to do 3 things. First, give them the power to decide and act by themselves as a team. Secondly, give them recognition and a prize. They are not school children. So what kind of prize should I give them is a question. The prize is better to be something tangible such as money, promotion, or real benefit. Lastly, recognize the effort even if the result is not favorable. These should be executed fairly. The biggest challenge in my career happened just after I became the CEO in the 1980s. The airplane crashed in Taiwan with 18 Japanese on board. 16 of them were my employees on the team reward tour. The company paid all the funeral costs and hired widows who needed work. Also, the company set up an educational fund for the children to make sure they can go to college. Some of them now work for the company. It was a sad moment. Evaluate a person is always difficult. I evaluate the effort they put on the job as well as the result. Sometimes situations or circumstances prevent them from achieving the goal. I believe the effort should be recognized. When I hire someone, I always look at their personality, attitudes, and education. Experience is important, but the company can train them. But a company cannot change personality or attitudes. Promotion needs to be fair and everyone should have equal opportunity. I value the ability to endure pressure and work with coworkers harmoniously. As the CEO, I always try to remember the driver in Lexus coming to pick me up in the morning because of my title. The driver opens a door for the CEO, not for me. I have several secretaries, but they are not Mr. Ito's secretaries. They are secretaries for the CEO. A driver or a group of secretaries makes you feel good and powerful. Position or title can empower or motivate a person in a good or bad way. But a leader needs to remember this. The position or title has the power but not a person. As the CEO, I can use money, but that money belongs to the company. Those things are easily forgotten. The last question is about the books, right? I have had 2 books on my desk since I entered Keio University. One book is Sun Tzu's Art of War. The other one is Yukichi Fukuzawa's Encouragement of Learning. I always want to keep learning, and when my time comes, I want to pass away while reading a book. Those books are old, but the philosophy behind them is still true. Did I answer all your questions? Well, thank you for interviewing me today.
Thank you for watching the video. Today's video is pre-recorded and processed using AI translation. Mr. Ito has passed away of diabetic comorbidities. His philosophy was based on his experience as a son of a Chinaware exporter and a World War II student officer. The photo is his favorite photo, which he always carried in his wallet. It was an old photo, but to honor him I chose this photo.